Hi guys, this is MMA here bringing you another fight prediction. This one between Stann and Wanderlei Silva. Two big names in the sport, both guys moving up to light heavyweight. Not really sure why, seeing as they both were fighting at middleweights. Normally you'd have one guy go up to fight another one, unless they both just decided they didn't want to have to deal with the weight cut and they'd fight at 205. There does seem to be a bit of a trend of this going on. Obviously, Chael Sonnen's moving up to middleweight. It almost feels a bit like Anderson Silva's so dominant, the guys are going, look, we can have a better crack at the light heavyweight title. Now, I think in terms of fighting against Jon Jones, that's probably an equally difficult prospect for a lot of these guys than fighting Anderson Silva. But the level underneath Jon Jones is probably not as strong as the level underneath Anderson Silva. Obviously, underneath Anderson Silva, you've got Chris Weidman, now Vitor Belfort's looking strong, Michael Bisping, a lot of these guys, quality middleweight fighters. And we're starting to see some of the light heavyweights who used to be sort of real top guys that sort of carried that division and were strong contenders, and you'd have to get through these guys before you had a chance against a title. People like Rashad Evans, Rampage Jackson, who both just lost recently and did not look impressive at all. Rampage obviously leaving the UFC. Maybe guys are moving up to light heavyweight going, I can be bigger, stronger, don't have to cut as much weight, and I can have a better chance of getting a title shot. I think that's more it. Better chance of getting a title shot than getting the actual title itself. So yeah, Silva versus Stann. Stann will be the bigger guy, that's for sure, when he steps in the octagon. Wanderlei Silva's always been really small to fight at 205. 185 was more his weight class. But Stann definitely, 205, he could probably fight either. You can see he's a big middleweight when he walks in. I think he's 6'2" and muscular with it. Both guys coming off losses. Obviously, Wanderlei Silva losing to Rich Franklin, who then lost to Kung Lee. Very impressively lost. So both guys need to get on a winning streak, basically. If they want higher rankings as they're moving into light heavyweight division, they need a big win. For both guys, a win over each other, even though they're on losing streaks at the moment, they've both got big names. So a win over each other would definitely push them probably top 10 in the light heavyweight division, and they might be able to fight another top contender and make a title run. I think in this fight, Silva's brawling style is not going to be good enough. I think Stann's got a huge right hand. I think he's going to land it, and I think he's going to win this fight. Now, Wanderlei Silva's tough. He's always been tough, really hard to put away. I think Stan's going to win this fight by decision. I think he's going to be too technical. Wanderlei Silva, he was amazing in Pride. No one can knock him for that. But in the UFC, I think fighters he's come up against have just been too technical for him. And we can see that with his record. In the UFC, he's 4 wins, 7 losses. For a guy to still have such a big name is testament to what he did in his earlier days in Pride. But I think he's past his peak. I think the fight against Rich Franklin, who I think is also past his peak, really showed that. And I think Stan's going to be. He's no way near as battle weary. He's going to be stronger in the cage. I think it's going to be a standing fight. I think there might be some big punches thrown. Guys will probably get rocked. I can imagine guys will get rocked, but I don't think they'll be able to finish them off. I think that's unlikely. So yeah, my prediction is Stann to win by decision. So this has been MMA, bringing you another fight prediction. Please remember to like and subscribe. See you later, guys.